D2X. I'm an upcoming rapper in the city of Chicago. I've been rapping for about two and a half years now, almost 3. So.
Go crazy. Who's that producer?
Yeah, you know, I go by the name GlohanBeats. I produce for Lil Uzi Vert, Gucci Mane, Famous Dex. Got a lot unreleased with a lot of different people. And you know, I'm one of his main producers as well. We really just be making a lot of our stuff. And you know, I'm from Riverdale, Illinois.
Okay.
Like South Suburb, right outside Chicago.
For sure, okay, for sure.
Well, originally I was playing basketball the majority of my life. Since I was like in 5th grade, 6th grade, I was playing organized basketball. And really how I always loved music my entire life. Like even like growing up, middle school, high school, I always used to like debate with my friends in high school about whatever album that came out. I even remember when like Lil Yachty first was like known, and then all those other artists, like we used to just debate, and not like I didn't even like the new sound, and then I found my way into loving it. But like just like moments like that was just things that I used to just always love about music, just learning new things and being able to, you know, debate those things with friends. So as I did that, after that I just was playing basketball, and then after my senior year, trying to figure out which schools that I want to go to and things like that, I had to basically make the best decision for me. And currently I'm at Western Illinois, and I planned on walking on my freshman year of college, fall 2016, but I felt like it wasn't the right fit for me. So I had to find something else to do that I would love and put the same, you know, passion and hard work into. And then I felt like music was the thing that I was able to do to express my story, and I felt like a lot of people would love to hear what I have to say. So.
Shoot, we known each other since 1st grade. So.
Yeah.
Oh, go crazy.
Yeah, so we just been, you know, we went to different high school, so we weren't really around each other a lot during that period of time, but then we just linked back up. He started rapping, you feel me? We just started working together.
He was one of the first people to support my music when I was rapping on the fucking computer, like, like I was rapping on the computer or my cell phone, no real studio, no mic, no nothing. I was just trying to see what I sounded like, even rapping over a beat. And he was one of the first people to reach out and support me. So this was even before the Uzi Grow Up song came out at the time. So
what song is it with Uzi?
Yeah, he got
Grow Up and Secure the Bag. Secure the Bag was the one on 1017 versus the World.
First I like that tape.
The first one I did when it was Grow Up. So
that's crazy. Yeah. That's wrong. When did you start producing?
I started making beats. I had this game on PlayStation like 2011 called Little Big Planet 2. I started making music on that.
Crazy.
Cold, that's cold, bro.
Right,
People think that game cold, So I started making, cause you can make music on, you can make anything on it, but you can make music on it too. So I used to make like little electronic type beats on that, and then I just moved on. You know, my homie Keith, I seen him making beats in 8th grade on one of the computers at school, and he was using Fruity Loops. I didn't know what it was back then, so I had got the demo like 2012, late 2012 or something. And when I seen the logo, I'm like, I remember this logo. Like, you know, that tripped me out. So I just kept using that, watching tutorials and stuff, and just started fusing that shit into my own stuff. Made my own stuff.
And I see you still got the Fruity Loops open to this day. For sure.
So I got, well, my last project, Enjoy Life, was an EP that I put out in August of 2018 last year, and I feel like it got a lot of love. It ended up on Dead End Hip Hop and a bunch of other blogs, and I was just pushing it, you know, mainly on my own. He executive produced the project as well as a bunch of other producers, and that project was more so just soulful, you know, straight lyrical music. And I feel like with this new project I'm working on, it's more so just something just fun and, you know, things that's just like, I think that's like easy for people to gravitate towards, and not in a way that I'm not being myself, but just something that it really just relates to how I've been feeling lately. I've been in a good mood, you know, with life. I've been feeling a lot better, been positive about things, and I feel like it's just time to just show it in the music. So it's just about having fun. My last show I did at the end of February at the Hairpin Art Center, and I shot my, you know, video that I just released, Next Song, the same night as the show. So I have to put work in both, and I got another show coming up Thursday at Illinois State. I just really stick to like the main objective, and that's just to keep it going, keep it pushing, continue to grow, continue to remain consistent, continue to do what I've been doing. I feel like the formula that I built for myself, that's something that I just put together with my own mind, has been working for me time and time again, and it's just about striking when the iron is hot. So just keep continuing to do the same thing I've been doing and learn within the process as well, but just got to continue to be consistent. And every time I feel like when I release a song, another opportunity comes and something good happens every time. So it's just about keep continuing to push content, and like everything else will figure out.
What about you, Glohan? I seen you had released that 808s in arcade, that beat tape and shit. You got anything else playing like beat-wise?
Man, damn near 4 projects. At least 3 of them coming out.
And he be out there playing.
Yeah,
fucking like a
I write that
year
shit down.
ahead.
All the titles I'm using for these projects I wrote about 2 years ago. Like one of them, I had released the intros to. I got The Return. That's coming. That's coming June 7th. It's done. I just need artwork for it. I got somebody who will do that. Then I got one called Midnight Run. That's like a little 4-track EP. That'll be arriving probably August or something. And then I previewed those in like 2017. The intros.
Okay, so those are beat tapes, right?
Yeah, all beat tapes.
Any artists you trying to get in with currently?
Shoot, we working honestly. We got some shit coming. So and then that, and then it's just like I've been talking to Matt Ox. Young Bands, I had talked to him earlier. He had hit me up when Grow Up first came out. That was 2016. So, but like, shoot, he's still in the loop. He ain't hit me up in a minute, but I'm still, trying to get on the album and shit. So yeah, and then I'm cool with Dex and all them. So I was on Dex album. Dex, I did track 12 on that. So.
Well, me, I work out a lot. I've been dropping a lot of weight even since January. I've dropped like 30 plus pounds or something like that. Like getting back to the weight I was before I entered college. So that's what I find peace in doing. I also, play video games sometimes. I love watching interviews. If anybody has been on my Instagram, I post interviews like every other day or every once upon a time in a week. And for me, that's like watching TV, watching movies, or reading books. For me, I try to find lessons in the words of others that I might listen to, or I might find inspirational, with other artists that are like successful within the business. And I just try to find things, little key things that I can learn, or maybe that could just, like just reminisce of things that I always say to myself as well, and it just keeps me going all the time. So.
Still in the same shit. I do like working out. I've been slacking lately. I be fluctuating from being in shape, being out of shape. So, but
I feel that.
Just focus on health, man. Just trying to correct my sleep patterns. As a producer,
right?
Always be up at the wrong times, bro.
Well, artists in general, right? Like damn near every artist like being in the studio from fucking 1 a.m. 7 a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning. With me, I'm just like, it's whatever for me. Like I could get up and be in the studio at 10 a.m. or at late at night. I don't really have.
Funniest part to me though is like I work best like early morning, like not dark morning, but like light time. When it's light out, like 6 something.
Crack of dawn.
Actually, just listening to music my entire life, but if I could name one artist or one album that really inspired me to actually feel like I think how I think or how I feel about things, like as far as the way I think and the way just my perspective is on life, I would say 2014 Forest Hills Drive, hands down, by J. Cole. When I heard that album, I was definitely in a point of time in my life where I felt like I needed a message and things that basically related to my life, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like J. Cole is one of the most relatable artists to listen to, as well as learn from, because I watch his interviews all the time. But when I heard that album changed my life completely. I play it all the time, even to this day. So 2014 Forest Hills Drive definitely inspired me to make music, and I listen to a bunch of other artists as well. So definitely J. Cole is probably my favorite artist.
How do you feel about like the new Cole and his stances and all these people's projects when he's trying to do?
Yeah. I think it's needed. Actually, I feel like he was pretty quiet for a while, you know, because dealing with personal things, which I feel like as artists is things that we all deal with. Sometimes you need a break from music, or you need a break, you know, from social media and things like that. But I believe that, I feel like he had to come into a realization of being in the light, you know what I mean? Being so big and you so used to being, you know, so to yourself or introverted at times. I feel like as artists, those are a lot of people think, well, basically what I'm saying is what you got to deal with as an artist is dealing with people in the business, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially the higher and higher you go in your career, you got to deal with more and more people, and you got to tour and shows, and just because this is how you know, you make your revenue. But I feel like now he's like ready to accept it, and that's why it's so easy. It's easier for him now to work with, you know, other artists and embracing it and really figuring out that, you know, like working with new artists and new sounds and new styles and new cultures will actually help him and stay relevant even longer. So.
Yeah, the games I play the most, the game I've been just revisiting back. I've been revisiting the old games a lot. So, shit I've been spending my time on lately. I don't know if y'all know Fable 2. I'm back on Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yo, look, the same, bro. I re-downloaded it because I had my old 360 and I plugged it in.
Hell yeah, so I'm playing that, other old games. I don't know if y'all know Conker's Bad Fur Day.
I do. I never played it personally, but I do know of it.
I got the Xbox version. I never played the Xbox version, but it's really the same thing with different controls. So yeah, I'm playing that. Shoot, that's how I be spending my time, because the way I try and wake up as early as I can, get out the bed, make beats. I try to make 4 or 5 a day, and then just in between, you know, exporting and rendering files and all that. I just play the game real quick, 30 minutes, then turn right back around, because my TV behind me, my studio right in front of me at the crib, so I just turn around, play the game, turn back around, and then make some more beats. So that's how.
Me, I'm a 2K guy. I play 2K, NBA 2K all day, all my life. What else I love? I play Red Dead Redemption 2. I love that game as well. Yeah, I love that game as well. Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. But as far, and then it's like, I know you brought up retro games and stuff like that, and I'm glad you brought that question up, actually, because I've been thinking about it lately. Like, man, I gotta buy Bully, you know, PlayStation, because I never, honestly, it's crazy to say, but I've never got a chance to play the game my whole entire life. I always wanted it when I was a kid, and I couldn't get it. So actually, that's exactly what I'm about to do next. That's my next purchase. I'm gonna go buy Bully off of PlayStation.
Shit, one of my homies, he's a producer, musician in general. He go by Zay Scott now. He used to go by 2DZ. He made a ton of shit for like P. Rico, shit, Soulja Boy, other shit. He did some shit with OJ the Juice Man before. He been doing shit for longer than me, so. And you know, I was fucking with him just on some cool shit. I used to watch his Periscope, cause he get on Periscope and give advice. So I used to watch his shit and then just be in the loop. He, to the point where he knew my name, so. You know, we got cool or whatever. And he actually one of the people who started Lil Uzi 7 a.m. beat. Right? So it's a whole little thing that went on with like him and DPB, so Lex Luger and all that shit. I ain't about that. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into it on this interview, but a lot of shit went into that. And then, you know, bottom line, him and Lex Luger started to beat, and that's how we really started like getting cool, just helping him, build a relationship, helping him through that situation. Not even like helping him, but just being one of the main people. Yeah, just wasn't even on some like let's collab for so and so, bro. Like it was more like we just cool, bro, just talking, like DMing, like long DMs, all type of shit. And then we collab from here and there. And then he needed help with something one time. I think he needed like to borrow a couple dollars because he was gonna go to ATM or some shit. And I let him hold them dollars, cash out, whatever the fuck he was using. And then shit, he said, because we did that, I'm gonna let you use the email. I'm like, all right, bet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's an opportunity.
Yeah, so I said, I'm gonna send him shit. Yeah, I just send him other shit. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then Uzi replied to shit that ain't came out. Like one of the first emails I sent you replied was like, shit, this be amazing. Say this for me. I'm like, I bet. Shit.
Say less.
yeah, say less. So
you go first,
man. You know, I'm a snack man. Bro. Hershey's, shit. You know, fuck it. If I see Skittles, I'm getting Skittles, bro. Starburst.
Yeah.
Shit. Any Frappuccino, any type of energy drink.
Salads, everything.
I used to fuck with Monster, and I used to fuck with I think I still do fuck with Monster. I used to fuck with some shit, bro. I drank that shit, and for a week my heart was like.
I used to fuck with the
rock stars. Yeah, I think that's what it was, bro. I think that's what it was. Bro, my shit look awful.
Wake up, drink some of them shits, and you just don't feel right.
Exactly, bro. Like, nah, bro, for like 2 weeks. That shit was
I feel that.
Nah, me, I like Starburst, Gushers, and I haven't even been eating candy like that lately, but when it comes to that, I just like candy like that, like gummy worms and stuff like that. And if I got, a Snapple or something like that, then I'm cool for the night. So.
If anyone ever lets me know I'm going to the studio, I'm a big Arizona guy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Straight to the Arizonas. Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite Arizona, that's hard because I think I can actually.
Because everybody say mango, but.
Nah, fruit punch.
Yeah,
I like the fruit punch.
The
fruit punch or the grape aid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be stereotypical, say watermelon, bro. That was my go-to. That was the first one I started drinking.
Oh yeah, the watermelon was fine, but I had started with that grape aid. That shit just hit back in the day.
They came up with new flavors though since like we was little, so like.
I'm saying,
the watermelon one not the best one no more, but
yeah.
When I started
they
drinking,
had this one with like this yellow polar bear on it that I've been rocking with. Like I
ain't seen that.
I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I think it's like raspberry lemonade or
I'm gonna go get that.
Yeah,
but that shit goes crazy.